And we would ask you that you please remain in the auditorium. It's very distracting to the performers if you get up and down. If you need to go out, please wait until in between scenes, and they do use the aisles.
There sure is a lot of whispering going on today.
It's the merchandise mafia at work. Ever since Finch became a vice president, they've all been scared out of their wits. When's the big meeting?
It's set for this afternoon. I sure hope Connie comes up with something. Where are you going?
Oh,
At 10 o'clock in the morning?
I've quit. I've resigned.
Nonsense. You've been threatening that all week.
Oh, Smitty, this time it's official. I left my letter of resignation on his desk. Just wait till he reads it.
But I thought...
Smitty, I can't take this anymore. I can understand a person ignoring me completely, as long as they pay attention a little. Smitty, he doesn't need me.
He did tell you he loved you, and he wanted to marry you.
That was supposed to be a secret.
Don't worry, I haven't told anybody.
What's the matter?
Rosemary is resigning from Finch.
But I thought he was going to marry her.
That's what I thought.
Me too.
I only told the girls. Don't worry, she'll forgive him.
Never.
Oh, you've got to.
Listen, Rosemary, there's one thing you can't overlook, and that's loyalty.
Smitty, I've been very loyal to him.
I don't mean to him, I mean to us. Us girls. How often does it happen that a secretary's boss wants to marry her? How often does the dream come true without a sign of conflict or barrier? Why treat a man like he was a typhoid carrier? How often can you fly from this land of carbon paper to the land of flower chins? How often does a Cinderella get a crack at the prince? Cinderella and the prince.
Wait a minute, I'm no Cinderella. I've got $85 in the bank in a savings bond.
It's not a matter of money. He's a vice president. That automatically makes him a prince. True?
True. So, you're automatically a Cinderella.
See? Don't you realize you're a real-life fairy tale, a simple divine. So if not for your own sake, please, darling, for mine. Don't, Cinderella, darling, don't turn down the prince. Don't rewrite your story. You're the legend, the symbol, the working girl's dream of glory. vicarious bonus.
Please.
We want to see His Highness.
Please.
Married to your lowness. On you, Cinderella, says Eunice. So when you name that happy day, please phone us.
Phone us.
But don't, Cinderella, darling, don't turn down the prince. Why spoil our enjoyment? You're the legend, the symbol of glorified unemployment.
We were raised on you, darling, and we loved you ever since.
Don't louse up our favorite fairy tale. Don't, Cinderella, don't. Cinderella, don't. Cinderella, don't. Don't turn down the prince.
Okay, I'll give him one last chance.
Hallelujah.
So you are now a vice president. You have climbed the ladder of success rung by painful rung until you have almost reached the top. You have done beautifully. Unless you are vice president in charge of advertising. In that case, you are in terrible trouble. There is only one thing that can save you. You must get a brilliant idea. The quickest way to get an idea is to develop them. That is, examine the undeveloped, worthless notions of others and add to them that extra something that makes the idea your own. An unlikely notion may come from the unlikely person. Be alert. You never know who you'll come from.
Hi, Ponty.
Hello, Bud.
Sorry I busted in, but there is no one outside. First time I've seen your new office. Quite a layout. I suppose you're wondering why I'm here.
Frankly, yes.
Ponty, I want you and me to be friends. You know, smoke 'em peace pipe. You've never liked me.
Oh, Bud.
Don't deny it. It's true. And I don't blame you. I've been a no-good, backbiting fink.
That's a bit strong, Bud.
How would you put it?
I guess your way is best.
Well, I'd like to change all that. Now, I know you're stuck for an idea. and
Now,
I
wait
was-
a minute, Bud. I am not stuck.
I was thinking that giveaway shows are going to make a comeback, and that...
I don't need anyone else's ideas, and... What was that?
Well, I have this idea for a giveaway program. It's called the Worldwide Wicked Treasure Hunt. We hide $1,000 savings bond somewhere, and each week on television, we give a clue as to where it is. Look, as you say, you don't need an idea, but let me leave this with you, and if you get a chance, look it over, because the meeting's in a few little while. I mean, it's soon.
Bud, what did your uncle say when you told him about this?
I haven't told it to him yet, Ponty. If I brought it to him, he wouldn't listen. That's why I brought it to you.
You haven't told your uncle.
No, Ponty. Look, if you're not interested, then
The idea doesn't give me much nourishment, Bud, but Maybe I'll give it a bit of a think.
Feel free to use it. I have returned.
Treasure hunt. Could be. $1,000 bond. This thing needs some sort of a new twist.
Auntie, I've changed my mind.
Oh, Miss Pilkington.
I don't blame you for being cold to me, but I have changed my mind.
About what?
About what I said in the letter.
What letter?
My letter of resignation.
Your resignation from what?
The Girl Scouts of America.
Oh,
Don't you understand? I quit. Resigned. Left you forever.
why are you doing that?
Because I've been hurt. Humiliated. Ignored and upset.
Who did that to you?
You.
Me? It couldn't have been me. I haven't said 10 words to you all week. True?
True.
Good. Now listen, Miss Pilkington.
Must you call me that? Can't you call me Rosemary?
No, and I want you to call me Mr. Finch. Until you're Mrs. Finch.
Am I really going to be Mrs. Finch?
Oh, come on. I thought that was all settled.
Well, I keep thinking maybe you'd forgotten.
Well, I haven't. And you're going to be Mrs. Finch because we're going to be married. Now, may we discuss some important matters?
Oh, sure.
There's something I'd like for you to hear, Miss Pilkington. I have finally come up with a new idea for a television show. I'm thinking of calling it the Worldwide Wicked Treasure Hunt. The prize will be $1,000. Do you think that's enough? Maybe we ought to make that $25,000. Listen carefully, Rosemary. What would you say if we gave away $100,000? $200,000?
I don't care if you give away the whole company. I love you.
Say that again.
I love you.
No, before that.
I don't care if you give away the whole company.
That's it. We'll give away the company. What a prize. Oh, I don't mean the whole company. I mean stock in the company. Nobody can resist that these days. I've got to have time to work this out. I've got to speak to Mr. Bigley. He's got to give me a postponement. No, I'll go see him.
Good luck, Mr. Finch.
Thank you, Miss Pilkington.
Say, why don't you take me to lunch? Nobody has to see us.
Miss Pilkington.
I'm sorry, Mr. Finch. Oh, to be loved by a man with a goal, to watch as he climbs with a purpose in life and purity of soul. Oh, to be there in the corner of his mind, darling absent mind, such heaven wearing the wifely uniform while he goes onward and upward, happy to keep his dinner warm till he comes wearily home from downtown.
Are you pregnant or something?
Huh? Oh, I was just, checking on some new plastic yarn. Hetty, I thought I told you that during... What do you want?
JB, remember that television idea I once told you about? The treasure hunt?
I told you what I thought about that idea.
I just wanted to remind you that you didn't like it.
Hetty, I thought I told you that during office hours I can't meet with you.
I did not intend to embarrass you. I just came for a business purpose.
Business?
I wish to tender you with my resignation.
Your resignation? What are you going to do?
I'm going to Los Angeles. I've been offered a very suitable position there.
Los Angeles? Hetty, you can't. Please tell me what this is all about.
I just got a letter from a girlfriend. She works for a big cosmetic firm out there. She demonstrates skin creams.
Skin creams?
Yes, in all those big, glamorous department stores. And she can get me a job.
That's undignified. Hetty, you can't run around all day demonstrating some fake goo.
It's not a fake. It's a very fine skin cream called Dermoblast. Do you know what it's made from?
Please, don't tell me.
It's made from shark belly jelly.
No, I was afraid of that. But you said you wanted a career. What kind of a future is there in shark bellies?
More than there is around here. Not a single guy around here will use me as a secretary. They stay away from me like I had an extremely tropical disease.
Hetty, if you could just be patient.
No, I've made up my mind. Bon voyage.
Well, good luck, dear.
Huh?
I'll manage somehow. Only, how will I spend those lonely nights?
You could stay home.
Stay home? I can't stay at home. I'm a married man.
You'll do all right.
Hetty, I can't live without you.
You mean that?
Of course I do. I know I seem to have everything. Old rich J.B. Bigley, old money bags. People come to me with treasure hunts. My days are spent talking money. And what does it all mean? Nothing. Hetty, nothing means anything without you.
Now, wait a minute. Don't start getting sincere. That's not fair.
Where will I find a treasure like the love from a heart of gold, ever trusting and sweet, and awaiting my pleasure, rain or shine, hot or cold, wealth far beyond all measure, maybe soon in my hands I'll hold. Ah, but where will I find that one treasure of treasures, the love from a heart of gold?
I never knew you felt that way.
Nobody knows this, but I'm extremely emotional.
So am I. Where will I find a treasure like the love from a heart of gold, ever trusting and sweet, and awaiting my pleasure, rain or shine,
Rain or shine,
hot or cold.
hot.
For beyond all measure, maybe soon in my hands I'll hold. Oh, but where will I find that one treasure of treasures? The love from a heart of gold. might solve everything.
What?
Why don't I be your secretary?
You've got to be out of your mind. I mean, I have Miss Jones.
I could assist Miss Jones. I could learn a lot from her. You don't want me as your secretary?
Hetty, if you could just be patient.
All right, dear. I'll be patient. I'll give you 24 hours. After that, it's goodbye wickets, hello dermoblast.
But Angel...
Hi, Finchy. I should be very angry with you, cutie pie.
Hello, Hetty. Have you seen Miss Jones? I have to speak to Mr. Bigley.
He's not doing anything. You can go in.
Say, Hetty, are you quitting?
Unless I hear otherwise. To the contrary.
Maybe we can help each other.
Good, let's bust out together.
I've got a different idea. Hetty, I have to talk to you. Alone. Now let's see, where could we go?
Let's go to my place.
This is business.
Okay, then let's go to your place. Tell you what, take me out and buy me lunch. What about 1 o'clock? Meet you downstairs.
Well,
Do you want to talk? Or don't you?
Okay. But we better meet around the corner.
Gotcha, cutie. Chicken!
Hello, executive washroom. Yeah, this is Brad. What? The meeting's at 4:30. Come on down. We'll make plans. Big meetings today, huh? Yeah.
Hear anything about what Finch is planning?
I don't know. JB gave him postponement, so he must have something. You know what, fellas? I'm beginning to get a little scared of Finch.
Me too. If we don't stop him soon.
He'll probably have us all working in the mailroom.
Hi, men.
Hey.
Hear anything, Bud?
Chaps, our worries are over. Finch is going ahead with... Well, believe me, he's dead, dead, dead. And I'm so happy I could cry.
That's very pleasant news.
I don't know. Finch has a way of bouncing. I wouldn't believe he was dead if I read his obituary.
Ordinarily, I'd agree with you. Finch is very bright. But don't forget, he's now in advertising, and that does something to men's brains. Uh-oh. Has anybody seen my wild root cream?
Hiya, man.
All set for the big meeting?
Could be. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Gotta stop that man. I got to stop that man. Cold, or he'll stop me. Big deal, big rocket. Thinks he has the world in his pocket. Gotta stop, gotta stop, gotta stop that man. That man.
Now there you are. Yes, there's that face that somehow I trust. It may embarrass you to hear me say it, but say it I must, say it I must. You have the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that upturned chin and the grin of impetuous youth. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. I hear the sound of good, solid judgment whenever you talk. Yet there's the bold, brave spring of the tiger that quickens your walk. Rawr. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. And to win my faith in my fellow man, all but falls apart. I've but to feel your hand grasping mine, and I take heart. I take heart to see the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet with the slam, bang, tang, reminiscent of gin and vermouth. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you.
Gotta stop that man. Gotta stop that man. Or he'll stop me. Big wheel, big beaver, boiling hot with front office fever. Gotta stop, gotta stop, gotta stop that man.
I believe in you.
Don't let him be such a hero. Stop that man, gotta stop him. Stop that man, gotta stop him. Stop that man, gotta stop that man.
The farmer spends his time in the fields, the laborer at his machines, and the businessman in meetings.
Gentlemen, where's Finch?
Not here yet, sir.
Well, we'll start without him. We have plenty of other business to attend to before he arrives. Brat,
Yes, JB.
that stuff you recommended for my crabgrass doesn't work at all.
I don't understand it, JB. It worked beautifully on my lawn.
Well, it's not working. You better find something else.
Right, JB.
Hey, JB, We never have trouble with crabgrass at our place.
Really? What do you use?
Cement. Sorry, JB. Just a little joke.
Gentlemen, you will excuse my nephew. It's a combination of youth, high spirits, and extreme stupidity. Now, where were we? Yes, Miss Jones.
Mr. Bigley, Finch is here.
Oh, we'll send him in. We've been waiting for him.
Gentlemen, I'd like to present my new approach to wicked advertising. It's based on an idea which, in my humble opinion, is brilliant.
Sounds promising. Proceed, Finch. What is that?
That is a picture of Mount Vesuvius in eruption. That gives you an idea of the kind of impact our new television show is going to have. And now, JB, an example of the kind of national publicity you can look forward to.
Oh,
the cover of Time.
God.
The cover of Newsweek. And finally, JB, the golfer of the year.
Very interesting.
Now this is a map of the potential wicket market, divided into social, geographic, and ethnic groups. It shows how we will make deep penetration and an overwhelming saturation in areas where resistance has long been peakiest.
I like this thinking.
Thank you. Now here's a sales chart of the past fiscal year, which reflects the disastrous effect of our former advertising policy. Note the sharp decline from normal regularity. Down, down, down. And this is what will happen once we get going, as we will. Up, up, up. And there you are.
Great job. I think you've done it, Finch.
Can I ask a question, JB?
Yes.
What is his idea?
You heard. A television show. That'll give us penetration and peak reaction. Sounds great. Great, doesn't it, man?
But what's the idea for the show?
I don't see why you have to be so negative. The only things you ever come up with are lousy ideas like treasure hunts. All right, Finch, what is the idea for the show?
I don't think I'm going to tell it to you.
What's that?
You know, JB, I've always thought of you as a man of breadth and vision, open to new ideas. But now I don't know. I'm thrown.
By what?
The way you just spoke to Bud about his idea for a treasure hunt. The fact is, there are treasure hunts and treasure hunts. When Bud brought it to me, I thought it was a rotten idea too.
I should hope so.
But then I remembered something. JB, you know an idea in itself is nothing. It's the development that counts. Leonardo da Vinci once drew some sketches for a flying machine, but it took American know-how to develop them into the Boeing 707. A man named Gatling once invented a little machine gun, but it took a mighty brain to take this simple little machine gun and develop it into a great program like The Untouchables. When I thought of this, Bud's silly little idea became a challenge to me. I said, I'm going to take this idea of Bud Frumps and defrump it. First of all, my treasure is not a bond. It's not money. It's stock.
Stock?
50,000 shares of stock.
Stock in our company?
These days, people like stock better than money.
How can we issue 50,000 extra shares of stock?
And that's no problem. It's a simple matter of taking the convertible debentures from the sinking fund, issuing stock options which are exchangeable for rights, which we then convert into non-voting common and replace with warrants.
Say that again?
I can't.
It can't be done, JB.
It can't be done.
But if it could, wouldn't it create a tremendous excitement?
But it can't be done.
But if it could.
But it can't.
But if it could. JB, just for a moment, say it could be done. What's your answer?
I forgot the question.
You can't give away stock.
We give away stock dividends, don't we? Please, let me go on with my presentation.
Finch,
We're ready.
I hate giveaway shows.
So do I, JB. But the public always loves them. I tell you, anyone who can come up with a new, unrigged, unfixed way to give away something for nothing is going to clean up. And I have that new twist. Gentlemen, the worldwide wicked treasure girl.
What is this?
That, JB, is the thing that will take the country by storm. I'm combining greed and sex. Can't miss. Go ahead, Hetty.
Hello there. I'm the worldwide wicked treasure girl. Each week I'm going to bring you a clue to where the treasure has been stashed.
Buried.
Oh yeah, buried. This eye patch gets me mixed up. Isn't this a cute outfit? I love it.
Very nice, Miss LaRue, very nice.
Of course, Miss LaRue is just helping me demonstrate the idea. She won't be our regular treasure girl.
Naturally.
When we get going on the air, we need a big name personality.
Of course. Well, I'm leaving the firm anyway. Of course.
Offhand, I'd say this would be great for someone like Elizabeth Taylor.
Why don't you get Queen Elizabeth?
This is an American program. Now, JB, 50,000 shares of stock, plus a beautiful treasure girl will just send the people going.
JB, let's tell this maniac off and get on with our business.
Just a moment. I'll handle this. Gentlemen and Miss LaRue, will you please leave me alone with Mr. Finch?
Okay, but this is crazy. What about the SEC?
What about the FCC?
What about the stockholders?
What about the board of directors? What about the Federal Trade Commission?
What about the Senate Investigating Committee?
They're all being petty.
Finch, you're a brilliant young chap, but I'm afraid you've let us down.
How, JB?
You've missed the boat. You haven't thought this one out properly.
I don't understand, JB.
Tell me, why does this treasure girl have to be a big name personality?
Sir?
Well, how about if she were someone more identified with the company? A real
worldwide wicked girl.
Yes. Maybe... Say, why not Miss LaRue herself?
Brilliant, JB, just brilliant. Instead of an artificial actress, we have plain simple Hetty LaRue, the girl from next door. A great thought, JB.
It wasn't bad, was it?
Then it's all settled.
Just a moment, Finch. Where are you going to hide the treasure?
JB, I want this show to be completely unrigged. Not even the treasure girl is going to know where the treasure is hidden.
Well, I'd like to know.
Okay, it's to be a secret between you and me. I'll give you the first clue the treasure girl is going to give over the air. West of the sun, west of the moon, where is the treasure? Blow me a tune.
What kind of a clue is that?
Tough clue, isn't it? But if you will note, the first letters of each line spell W, 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 B. Worldwide wicked buildings.
You're going to use our buildings.
I'm going to hide 5,000 shares of stock in each of the 10 worldwide wicked buildings throughout the country.
But you'll have mobs of people running through the buildings looking for the treasure.
JB, if a man as brilliant and as educated as you couldn't guess from the clue I just gave you, do you think the average viewer is going to guess?
Good point.
You can come in, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, I'm thinking of going ahead with the worldwide Wicket's treasure hunt. Of course I want your approval.
Well, JB, I think it's an absolutely crazy motion and I like it. I like it.
We like it.
The Worldwide Wicket Company, whose slogan for over 100 years has been Worldwide Wickets for a Wider World, presents in living color, in the interest of better television programming, the Worldwide Wicket Treasure Hunt. Now, for the opening number, we present an authentic traditional folk dance of the bold pirate folk of the Spanish Main, danced for your pleasure by the Jolly Wickettes.
I tried for some production value. Give it a chance. Hetty's coming on.
Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, the Worldwide Wicket Treasure Girl.
It's beginning to get to me. I'm beginning to wonder where the treasure is myself.
Yeah. Where is it, Ponty?
No, nobody in the whole world knows but Ponty or JB and myself. Right, JB?
Yeah.
Hello there. Well, I'm about to give you the first clue in the Worldwide Wicket Treasure Hunt. In 10 different places in this great country, there are buried 5,000 shares of stock, making a total of 50,000 shares in all. Ooh. And now for the first clue.
The
is carrying a Bible. Will you place your right hand on it?
No.
Miss LaRue, do you swear that there has been no fixing or rigging in connection with this show, and that the clue you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, free from any trickery, chicanery, or dishonesty?
Is that a real Bible?
Why, of course, Miss LaRue.
What's the matter with her?
She looks surprised.
She is. I wanted this part of the show to be completely spontaneous and unrehearsed.
That can be very dangerous.
I think it's very effective.
Do you swear to that, Miss LaRue?
I do.
And secondly, Miss LaRue, do you swear that you yourself do not actually know where the treasure is hidden? Do you swear to that, Miss LaRue? Miss LaRue?
You see, we're going to get into trouble.
Why? You and I are the only ones who know where the treasure is. She doesn't know. Does she?
Let's watch the program.
Miss LaRue, do you swear that you do not actually know where the treasure is hidden?
Look, I do not wish to take a bum rap. I will not swear false witness to perjury. I do know where the treasure is. I found out last night. There's treasure hidden in all the worldwide wicked buildings right now. The first clue.
How to handle a disaster. In every businessman's career, there are times when things go a bit wrong. We have many suggestions for coping with these little problems. However, should you be the cause of a disaster that's really disastrous, we suggest that your best bet is to review the first chapter of this book, How to Apply for a Job.
Have you guys found Finch yet?
He seems to have disappeared.
Can't find him?
No, but we're looking for him.
Haven't seen him.
Where's Finch?
I don't know, Brad.
Well, JB's looking for him, and he's hopping mad.
Come back here, you!
Where do you think you're going?
Another treasure hunter, sir. This little nut tried to sneak past me 3 times.
This little nut is the chairman of the board. It's Mr. Wamper.
Chairman of the board? Everyone looks alike to me.
I'm very sorry this happened, Mr. Wamper. JB's waiting in his office if you just come with me. At least that's not wrecked. Keep looking for Finch.
Oh, Rosemary, have you seen Ponty? No, and I'm so worried about him.
So am I. He was a nice boy.
Was? What are they going to do to him?
I don't know. Somebody's head has to roll.
Ponty will think of something. Won't you, Ponty?
You have the cool, clear eyes of a seeker.
so glad you're here.
Where have you been?
Oh, walking the streets, thinking.
Oh, you have a bruise on your head.
It's nothing. I got it last night. They threw me out of a saloon.
Why did they do that?
Because I didn't buy anything.
The brutes. Well, why don't you go home?
No, I'm going to go in there and face the music.
Aha!
Well, this is it.
Oh, Finch, I know with that mind of yours.
No, Rosemary. I'm putting that mind of mine away. I'm going to make a clean breast of things and go back to what I was doing before I came here.
And what were you?
I was an exterior decorator. There I go again. I can't even tell you the truth. I was a window washer.
Well, so what, Ponty? I'm sticking. I left you once before.
You did?
Well, I'm not leaving again.
You can't be the wife of a window washer. That's no life for a woman sitting at home while I'm up there, never knowing if I've landed safely.
Now look here, Mr. Finch.
Finch, you're wanted in JB's office.
I thought I'd wash up first.
They want you now.
Gee, can't I even say goodbye to Rosemary?
Go ahead.
Rosemary, goodbye.
Come along.
Rosemary, I'm sorry. I wish none of this ever happened.
Ponty!
Finch, why should you face those monsters? Go ahead, run away, escape. I'll pretend I didn't see you. For old lang syne.
No, I'm going to go in there and face them. I should think you'd be happy if they killed me.
If I could only be sure.
All our key men are here, JB. Gentlemen, you know the chairman of the board, Mr. Wamper.
Now, Wally, let me tell you before we go any further, that I realize I'm the president of this company, the man who is responsible for everything that happens here. So let me state right now that anything that has happened is not my fault. There's one bright side to this whole thing, Wally. You'll be happy to know that we've got somebody to pin it on. Have you found Finch yet?
They're bringing him in.
Good. You'll soon see where the responsibility for this whole thing lies, Wally. And when he gets here, I'll do all the talking. This is a very slick youngster.
He's here, sir.
Mr. Bigley, I'd like to say
Never
that
mind, Finch. By the way, you've never met Mr. Wamper. This is the chairman of the board.
Hello, Mr. Wamper. Mr. Wamper, I'd like to
No
say
speeches, Finch. It's all settled. I want you to sign a simple little letter of resignation in which you accept all the blame for what has happened.
All right, I'll sign it.
What's that?
I'll do what you said.
You sure this isn't one of your tricks?
No, I'm through with all that. You see, this firm has been pretty good to me. And now I'm going to resign, take the blame for everything, and go back to what I was doing before I came here.
What did you do, Finch?
I was a window washer.
No kidding! I started as a window washer myself.
You did?
What'd you think I was? A rail splitter? College man. So you was a window washer?
Yes, Mr. Wamper.
Call me Wally.
Okay, Wally.
Tell me, Finch.
Call me Ponty.
Okay, Pawnee. Boy, it's been a long time since I had someone around here I could talk to. How'd you happen to get into this business?
Well, I had this book.
Yeah, me too.
It was about how to succeed.
My book was more useful. I booked beds for all the other window washers. I cleaned up a bundle. I should have stood in that business. 8 buildings wrecked. Our stock is down 5 points. We're the laughing stock of the industry.
I know, Wally. It's ghastly.
Pawnee, how this happened? I can understand a college man pulling a boner like this, but not no window washer. Now, this idea of yours.
Now, wait a minute, Wally. If there's one thing I won't do, it's take credit for another man's idea, especially when he's the boss's nephew.
You never told me you hired your nephew.
Nephew? Oh, nephew. Well, he's not really my nephew. He's my wife's nephew. I know this may seem like nepotism, Wally, but it's not. I've never shown him any favoritism. In fact, I hate him.
But you love his ideas.
No. When he first brought the idea to me, I thought it was a lousy idea. And then when Finch brought the idea to me, I still thought it was a lousy idea. And I said it was a lousy idea.
Then why'd you buy it?
It seemed like a good idea.
Treasure hunts, treasure goils.
Well, Finch dressed it all up. He can't deny that the idea for the treasure girl was his.
That's right, JV, you tell him.
Well, that was my idea.
Not a bad one. But who the heck picked a bubble-headed tomato? Uh-huh.
I don't want you getting any wrong ideas, Wally. This is a very nice girl. You ought to talk to her.
I intend to. Well, I think I got the whole picture. Now the question is, what to do and who to do it to.
Now, wait a minute, Wally. Before you go making any hasty decisions, I'd like to say a few words.
About what?
Humanity. You see, even though we're all part of the cold corporate setup, deep down under our skins, there is flesh and blood. We're all brothers.
Some of us are uncles.
Now you may join the Elks, my friend, and I may join the Shriners, and other men may carry cards as members of the Diners. Still others wear a golden key or small Greek letter pin. But I have learned there's one great club that all of us are in. There is a brotherhood of man, a benevolent brotherhood of man, a noble tie that binds all human hearts and minds into one brotherhood of man. Your lifelong membership is free. Keep giving each brother all you can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of men? So, Wally, I want you to remember that before you consider firing Mr. Bigley...
Who's considering that?
I know what you're thinking, Wally. You'd like to clear out the whole crowd from top to bottom. That's the obvious move. But remember, one man may seem incompetent, another not make sense. Still others seem like quite a waste of company expense. They need a brother's leadership, so please don't do them in. Remember, mediocrity is not a mortal sin. There we're in the brotherhood of man, dedicated to giving all we can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brother?
really a brotherhood of man. On the level of brotherhood of man. Yes, oh yes. A noble tie that binds all human hearts and minds into one brotherhood of man. Yes. Your lifelong membership is free. Keep giving each brother all you can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of man?
Oh, that noble feeling feels like bells are pealing down with double dealing. Oh, brother, you got me, I got you.
Oh, that noble feeling feels like bells are pealing down with double dealing. Oh, brother, you got me, I got you. Oh, down with double dealing. Oh, brother, you got me, I got you. Your lifelong membership is free. Keep giving each brother all you can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of man?
Give me a break. We were always the best of friends, Max. Remember the fun, the dates, Ernest? You, I never liked. Look, I can make it worth your while. No, I can't. It doesn't pay to be decent. Well, I'm not going to go. No, you can't make me. I'm just a boy. I'll get sick.
Hey, Smitty, any news yet? I haven't heard anything yet. Oh, Mr. Jenkins, have you heard anything?
Haven't heard a thing yet.
Looks like a big shakeup.
Boys and girls, as you know, there have been a few changes made at Worldwide Wickets. I am now addressing you in my new capacity as Vice President in charge of employee morale and psychological adjustment. Mr. Tackaberry here is now in charge of personnel. Now, I would like to hear a few words from our hard-driving, hard-working president, J.B. Bigley.
I can now truly state that Worldwide Wickets is stronger than ever. And I feel a lot of the credit should go to a bright and very loyal young man. Come on out here, Finch. As you all know, this youngster's rise to the top has been spectacularly rapid. As a matter of fact, for a while there I thought he wanted my job. But luckily for me, he didn't.
No, JB, your job is much too tough for me. But if any credit is due today, it should go to a great man and a great humanitarian. The chairman of the board, Mr. Wally Wamper.
Here, here.
Incidentally, folks, Mr. Wamper has his lovely wife with him today. Let's get them both out here. Mr. and Mrs. Wamper. Mr. Wamper said he didn't feel like making any speeches today. He's still a newlywed. But I have a surprise announcement to make about it. Mr. Wamper has decided that after his long years of service, he's going to retire and take a honeymoon trip around the world.
Oh, sweetie, what a surprise. You didn't tell me.
I didn't know. What the heck? It's not a bad idea at that. I'll concentrate on you.
Wally, who's going to be the new chairman of the board? As if I didn't know.
Just a moment. I don't know if I can accept. I'll have to consult Mrs. Finch first.
Rosemary, your husband's calling you.
Rosemary, I've got a big decision to make. They want to make me chairman of the board. What do you think?
Oh, darling, I don't care if you work in the mailroom, you're chairman of the board, or president of the United States. I love you.
Oh, say that again.
I love you.
No, before that.
Miss Jones, take a wire to the White House. Watch out.